Good afternoon everyone, it's Sunday the 30th of June. Welcome to another one of Alan's Angling Adventures. We are back on the river again today, the River Adur, and today I am at the upper lock on the lock estate after a tench or a bream, but tench is the number one priority. That's what I'm hoping to get today. Weather wise it's absolutely spot on, to be honest with you. It's a lot of variable cloud. It's mild, just a very light breeze. We've had one or two light showers, but nothing much. They do give the odd light shower here and there today, but it's not. I don't think it's going to be anything that's going to cause us too much of a problem. So yes, we're at the lock today, the lock estate, after a tench. I'll run you through the baits I've got, and then I'll run you through my setup. It's a bit different today. Right, now bait wise, I have got. Where are we? There we go. I've got 3 tubs of dendrobinas. Wouldn't be without them because they, for me, are working really well at the moment. Good session on the last one, catching those 2 bream. Well pleased with that. So let's see how we get on today. I've also got with me hemp, which I've put in the ground bait. Sweetcorn, a must for tench. I've also got some more bacon grill with me, just in case, and some casters. So that's the bait I've got. I've also got some soft hookable pellets with me if I need it. So well stacked up with baits. Time wise it's nearly 10 to 1. Nearly 10 to 1. We're going to be here today till well into the evening, possibly 7-8 o'clock. See how it goes. Ground bait, same ground bait as last time, which is big fish, Dynamite big fish, explosive caster feeder mix, and that's got milled casters in it. That's that. There we go. Which I have knocked up here. Got some knocked up, and I've put a few balls of it out in 2 spots, which I will show you in a minute. We're just up from the car park, probably about the 2nd or 3rd swim up from the car park itself. Very comfortable swim, and it looks, I say, water condition looks really good. We've got lily pads either side of us. So right, let's just run you through quickly my setup, because I'm fishing in a manner today which I've never fished before. This is different. I've never fished. This is the lift method. And I hope I'm doing it right, because I've never used it, I've never fished like this before. But I've watched a few videos on YouTube, and I've sort of come up with my own way of doing it as well, which I sort of thought myself. But anyway, this is what we've got. I've got my 10-foot Omni feeder, Omni Match Rod. That's that. A bit cramped for space here. And my Shimano reel 2500. 6-pound mainline. Where are we? 6-pound mainline. So I'm a bit cramped for space here. And right, let's get sorted out here. I'm in a bit of a pickle. There we are. Right. 6-pound mainline, and we've got a 5-pound hook length, which is there, which is Drennan fluorocarbon. The main line is matrix. Float, I'm using a Drennan straight Peacock Waggler 2.5 triple A, which is there. Now, instead of having shots, those of you that know the lift method, I've got a couple of rubber stops, a couple of line stops, float rubbers, either side of the float itself. Right, so that's that. And then down the line onto the Hooklink itself. So I've got no shots around the float at all. Now on the Hooklink itself I've got another float rubber, another line stop there, and I've also got an Olivette there, an Olivette and another line stop. like that. Now that is about 6 inches from the hook, which is a Drennan size 14 Barbless wide gate hook. That's that. So that's what we've got. So the theory is that that will lay on the bottom. I've plumbed the depth, absolutely essential with this sort of fishing, that you plumb the depth so that that is sitting on the bottom. That is sitting on the bottom. Now the theory is that when a tench comes along, picks up your bait, your hook bait, it lifts the Olivette or shot, whatever you're using, you can use a shot, whatever you're using, lifts that off the bottom. The float will then, should lay on its side or lift up out the water before it dives away. That's the theory anyway, or something like that, but we'll see how it goes, because I've never fished like this before. So I'm looking forward to this, I really am, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, that's it basically. So it's nearly 5 to 1 now. Let's see how we get on. So we're after a tench or a bream today at the lock, and on the lift method, and yeah, we'll see how it goes, and I'll see you in a minute when I'm actually fishing. Right, this is what we've got. Now when I first come here this morning, there was no one here. I was surprised actually. I thought there would have been somebody else fishing here, and somebody has actually just turned up just now, carp angler who's fishing a bit further up from where I am. But anyway, this is what we've got. We've got lily pads to the right down there, which I've baited up, and to the left, which is where I'm going to start off, down there, anywhere down there by those lily pads, which I've also baited up. I've got another option, I've got over the far side as well. So that's what it is, and we're on the lift method, and hopefully we can I'll be delighted to get one. I'll be delighted to get one tench. That would, you know, I'll be well happy with that. Right, let's get started. Right, we'll kick off with a couple of casters on a size 14 Drennan wide gate hook, Barbless. Lily pads. Like that. Let's see how we get on. No keep net today. I've got one with me, but I'm certainly not using that today. I've got 2 landing nets with me of 2 different sizes because I'm not sure. So last time on the last session, I had that lovely bream, didn't I, on the first cast. I just got a funny feeling I'm not going to get many bites today. I don't know. Fishing like this one, I don't know, I might do. I've often read and heard about this lift method for tench, so I thought, well, give yourself a chance, you have to give it a go, you know. So you don't have to use an Olivette. I've only used that because I find it very easy to just move up and down the line if I need to. I mean, at the moment I've got it about 6 inches away from the hook itself, but I can move it to 4 inches or a bit more than that, whatever, as long as it's sitting on that bottom and it doesn't damage the line with the line stops. Or you can set it up with shots itself in the same way as you was fishing the link ledger for chub, you know, on a piece of line with a swivel, and then just move that up and down. The float's cocked perfectly, so let's see how we get on. 1:05. Can we get a tench today? That would be absolutely brilliant if I could get one. Now, a few people have recommended this up here to me, up here for tench. And it does look very tenchy as well with the lily pads. I mean, according to the Henfield handbook, the biggest tench that's been reported to them was £7 something. Just over £7 or £7 something, and that was from up here at the lock. Again, I haven't bought maggots. I've been fishing for about 15-20 minutes. No bites at all yet. I started off with a couple of casters. I've now got a couple of grains of corn on there now. And I've got worms with me, so I've got a good variety of baits. Just got to be patient today, you know. As I say, fishing like this, I don't think I'm going to get bites galore, where if I was just fishing, float fishing in the conventional style, I'd probably be getting quite a few bites, quite a few small fish, you know, but that's not what I'm after today. Of course, the old feeder might have worked again today, but we'll stick with the float and we'll stick with this. As I say, whether the float will rise out the water or not, I don't know, but you'll soon know if you've got one on there anyway. So I fished up here a few times, not a lot, but a few times, and I've always had small, you know, small stuff like small roach, small perch, and I've never had anything of any size up here. But obviously, you know, I know there's some big carp up here, and tench and bream. Some fish moving out there, small stuff. So conditions, very good. Can't fault the conditions at all. A nice little swim this. Obviously middle of the day for a tench, you know, it's not the best time, I know, but we'll see. As I say, I'm going to definitely be here into the evening, so it's 1:20 now. I'll keep you updated throughout the session. Have my first bite. First clear bite. The float didn't rise up though, it went under. Nothing to report yet though. Just on 10 to 2. I'm still on double corn. There it goes, it's just rose out the water now. Definitely rose out the water. I've got to get used to this sort of fishing. I've never done it before. When to strike and when not to. There's definitely some fish down there. Whether they're tench or not, I don't know. This time the float definitely rose out the water. And maybe I have to wait for it to sink away. I don't know. This is all new to me, this sort of fishing. It's exciting though. There's definitely some fish down there, something anyway. Well, it's nearly 2:30. I haven't had no bite, nothing much at all, just 1 or 2 little touches that I told you about earlier. So I've decided, rightly or wrongly, to go back to the conventional way of float fishing and see if we can pick something up this way. I didn't really want to do that, but I have, so let's see how we get on now. Right, so we've got a worm on there, and now we're just float fishing in the normal manner on the bottom. Let's see how we get on now. Something. It's not a tench, that's for sure. It's the first fish of the session. And worm. It looks like a... is it a rudd? Yes. Well, we're off the mark anyway. Not the target species yet, it's a rudd. It's a nice rudd. There we go, look. Keep still, mate. There we are. Off the mark with a rudd. Lovely stuff. There we go. Right. Hopefully we can get a tench, because that is what I'm really after. Of course, fishing the way I was a little bit concerned that when the fish picks up the bait and it feels that Olivette, it's likely to let go. So I was a little bit concerned about that. Whether that is the case or not, I don't know, but that can happen. As long as I'm fishing on the bottom, I've got my bait on the bottom, you know, there's no reason why I still can't get a tench like this. If there's any tench there, of course. Oh, this is on double corn. It looks like another, it's another rudd by the looks of it. Yeah. Not bad ones though. Not bad ones at all. Oh, we've got some nice rudd out there. There we go, second one of the session. No keep net today, as I said earlier. Just put them back today. Hopefully we can get some tench in the swim. I've got this bloomin', I don't know what it is, whether it's a hornet or what it is. It won't leave me alone. Certainly has taken a liking to me. Can't get rid of this blooming whatever it is, insect flying around me. It's just gone 3:15 now. It's just the 2 Rod to my name at the moment. Not many bites. So I started off on the lift method for the first couple of hours. Nothing happening really. So I've gone back, gone on to the conventional way, the ordinary way of float fishing now. 3 BB shot around the float, and then 3 number 5 spaced out down the line on the bottom. 3:45 now, just had a bite to eat. No fish, no more fish to report, just still those 2 Rud. But I'm starting to get some bites out there now that look to me like they could be a bit tenchy. You know, just had 1 or 2 decent bites on there, but it could be tench, I don't know. But there's not a lot of things, not a lot of action happening at all at the moment. Well, as I speak there, the float's just gone. Oh, missed it. Missed it. It's a very pleasant afternoon here now. Still after that elusive tench. As I say, I'm getting 1 or 2 bites there that look a bit tenchy to me. It's quite warm when that sun comes out. There we go. Now what's that? There's definitely fish down there. And there should be, because I've baited the area up. You know, I'd much rather go the whole session and catch one nice tench than catch 20 or 30 small stuff, because that's not what I'm after. But I'm under no illusions, it's not easy. These river tench, there's not loads of them. I do know they do catch them up there, because I know 1 or 2 people have told me. Oh, that was a nice bite. There's definitely some fish down there, but I don't know what they are, and I can't seem to hook them at the moment. They don't look like roachy Rud bites to me, they don't look it. There again, I could be wrong. Yeah, very pleasant afternoon here now at the upper lock after a tench. So I started off on the lift method. I wasn't getting hardly any bites on that, so I ditched that and I've gone to the more traditional style of float fishing on the bottom, hoping that I can winkle one out this way. If not, it's a very pleasant afternoon now. So we're going to be here into the evening, So it's 10 to 4. I think that hornet or whatever it was has finally gone. There's a bite there. Yes, no, I've got this one, and it's not a tench. It's definitely not a tench. So it looks to me like it could be a roach. Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Roach it is, which is always, you know, gonna be the gamble of fishing like this. But hopefully, you know, the tench might come into the swim. There we are. Not what we're after, but the second different species anyway of the session, a roach. There we go. Well, third different species, still not what we're after, a small perch. Oh, it's a perch, a bigger one. Yeah, it's a bigger one than the last one. There we go, it's not a bad perch. In a pose for the camera? No. There we are. That's on worm, that is. There we go. So what we had, I've had a couple of rudd, a roach and a couple of perch. Still looking for that tench. Plenty of time, I asked for. Going to be fishing here into the evening, so let's put it out there for a minute. Let's get some groundbait out there. One more for luck. There we go. So that's all we can keep doing is persevering. And hope something comes along. No wind at all now, completely still. Not really any flow up here either, is there, at the lock? Sometimes you do get a little bit of a flow, but nothing much. It's almost like fishing a still water, really. Well, it's 5:25 now, and I have to admit this has been a bit of a struggle today, this session. Not easy at all. I haven't had a bite for some time now. Really is not easy. Oh, this is no no two sessions are the same, are they? You had that really good one last time on the feeder. And a real struggle today on the float. Let's try a cocktail of a worm and a piece of corn. Bang on 6 o'clock now. I probably haven't had a bite for about an hour and a half. A good hour and a quarter, I'd say. If I'd had my feeder rod with me, I certainly would have switched to the feeder. But I haven't got it with me, so I'll have to persevere with this now. But it ain't looking good, I tell you. One of them sessions today, it just is a struggle. I must say, I've probably fished up here about 5 or 6 times, and I haven't done brilliantly every time I've fished here. I haven't done great, you know. And yet we know there's some cracking fish up here, but I don't seem to do that well for some reason. Well, it's bang on 6:30 now. Nothing to report whatsoever. Nothing to report at all, I'm afraid. It really hasn't been a great session today at all. It's been a real struggle, I'm probably going to give it till 7 o'clock because nothing's happening. I'm not getting any bites at all. Got double corn on there, but I've been swapping the baits about, but it doesn't seem to be making any difference. I'm not getting any bites of any kind. Just one of them sessions, I think, today. Not for the want of trying, that's for sure, you know. I've heard 1 or 2 decent sized fish jumping further down. Yeah, I'm going to give it another half an hour, and if nothing happens in that half an hour, then I shall probably call it a day. Mind you, to be honest with you, I'd much rather be up here struggling to catch anything than sitting at home watching that dire football of England. Oh my god, it is, oh, it's terrible. I've just checked the score now on my phone and they're losing 1-0 against Slovakia. Blimey, what a load of rubbish they are, honestly. This It's that manager. That's only my opinion, you know, but I just don't think he's very good. You know, they've got some really good players there that should be playing a hell of a lot better. But they play, the way they're playing it to me is if they're not bothered. They just don't seem that bothered. You can see it in their body language, which is shocking really when you think of those England fans that have spent all that money to go out there and watch it, and they're performing like that. Well, we'll play on for another half an hour, and I'll update you if anything does happen. At last I'm into something. It's nothing massive, but it's a fish anyway. Oh, it's a nice roach. What is a nice roach? Yes. Oh, at last I caught. It is a lovely roach as well. Blimey, probably the best fish. Oh, easily the best fish of the day. Oh, at last I've caught something. You know, not bad. Not a bad size. Oh, blimey, it is a lovely roach. Oh, that's on double corn. That is best fish of the session. Not a tench, I know, but it's a cracking fish. Look at that, look. What a cracking roach that is. Blimey. Ooh. Best fish of the session. Really pleased with that. Right, okay, we will persevere for a bit longer then. There we go, a nice roach on double corn. I've had one or two bites a bit further out that have been nice bites, but I haven't been able to hook them, but this one I did. Maybe there's some bigger roach out there. Great, anyway, let's get her back. I'm starting to get some bites now. Let's get another bite. Most of the bites that I have had today have been on corn. I haven't been interested in anything else I've put on there. Not even the worms today. Just a little bit of a breeze picked up, but we'll persevere with this double corn. That was a cracking roach, that was. Is it another roach? Either a roach or a rudd. It's a nice one as well. Yes. Oh well, you know, they're not bad fish. There's a nice rudd. Oh. They're taking it well down as well. As I say, I know they're not tench, but oh, at least we're catching something, and they're not, you know, not to be sniffed at either. Look at that, look, lovely rudd, brilliant. Oh, they're starting to switch on now. Right, let's get her back. Oh, is that another cracking bite? Strip both the grains of corn off. Yeah, I think there's some decent roach in that out there now. I'm not packing up just yet. To be honest with you, the last half an hour or so has been the most hopeful, really, that I've been for catching anything, you know, decent. Not sure when I'm out again. I'm on holiday. I'm away for a week from the 15th of July. So I might get out once more not next week. I won't be out next week. But I might be out the week after if I can. I'll try and get out the week after next before I go on holiday. I gave it a go, you know, trying to catch a tench, but I haven't been successful at it. This will be my third attempt now in a row, and I haven't been able to get one. As I said to you many times before, I've only ever had one on the river, and that was just a complete fluke at Betley Bridge, right by the bridge where the old willow tree is. And I say that was on, I know I've said this many times on other videos, but that was on link ledger with a piece of bread flake. And it was before I did film it, but not seriously. I wasn't filming it seriously at the time, and it really took me by surprise when I had the bite. I had when I saw it as a tench coming to the surface, I could not believe it, you know. But it was, and it's the only one that I've had on the river. As I say, a complete fluke, really. But I shall keep trying, see if I can get one, because they're a beautiful fish. Say my favourite species out of all the freshwater fish is the tench. Right, possibly the last cast is. There's a bite. There's a bite. Looks a bit roachy. The old float's sailing away. Don't know if it's on there though. Yes, it is. Not very big at all, but it's a fish. It's a fish, and there haven't been many of them today. It's a small rod. There we go. Alright. There we go. There we are. Oh. Oh dear. Right, you're going to keep still, mate? Just for a few seconds. There we are. There we go. I'll tell you what. We will have one more. We will have one more. One more. You don't know. You know, it could be the one. It could be the one that catches a tench. I very much doubt it, but funny, and it's double corn. That's what's catching any fish I do get. Was a bite. Ah, oh, no. Took it too early. I took it too early. I'm not packing up yet. Not if I'm getting bites, you know. Sometimes it looks like they're on there, you know, the float sails away. lemon swan. I can't pack up. I can't pack up when I'm getting, you know, getting bites. I just can't. Sounds like a car's just turned up in the car park. I imagine this is the time now to start, you know, fishing for carp and that, or up here. And to be honest, probably tench as well. Just gone 25 past 7. We're going to finish off with this one. There we go, and that's it. That's my lot. At least we finish off with a fish anyway. A roach. So another angler's just turned up. There we go, mate. And there we go. So that's it. That's my lot now. I'm going to pack up now. There we go. So we finish off with a roach. As I said to you before, not the target species, I know, but you know, I'd much rather catch them than nothing at all. So I'm going to pack up now, and then I'll summarise. Well, it's 7:45 now. I've virtually packed up on what's been a bit of a difficult one today, to be perfectly honest. I come up here for a tench, unable to get one for about a 3rd time running, but never mind. I have enjoyed it. We've caught a few fish anyway. At least it hasn't been a total blank or anything. I've had a few nice roach, one in particular, very nice roach, some nice rudd and a couple of perch, but no tench. But anyway, I won't be out next week. I'll be out the week after, hopefully, weather permitting, because as I said to you earlier, from the 15th to the 19th I'll be on holiday, so I won't be able to go fishing that week. But yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed it today, even though I haven't caught a tench. Not easy to catch these river tench. Well, certainly for me they're not anyway. But maybe next time. I might have another feeder session on the next one. I don't know yet, because I did really enjoy that last time. I might well do. We'll see anyway. Well, anyway, thank you so much for subscribing to my fishing channel, pressing the like button, and all your comments. Much appreciated. And definitely enjoy your own angling. And thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoy it anyway. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.